Cheer! Media Marcus. Back in the building, October 14th, 2025. I'm your guy, Media Marcus, here again. Another day. Going to touch on news, sports, and media, entertainment, whatever is happening out there. It's October 14th, 2025. Media Marcus live stream here with me, guys. It's gonna be. I'm gonna start off talking some sports real quick. I don't have too much on the sports today, so we'll get quickly into music. A legend in R&B passed today, so we'll touch on that. We'll talk about that. Some other another person in R&B. Some of the things that they're doing outside of music. We're going to talk some things that's happening in the news as well. And we're going to end on a high note, a good note. Because, a lot of things are happening out there that when you're doing this reporting, and you're talking what's happening in news, sports, and media, sometimes news, sports, and entertainment, rather, sometimes these stories aren't so great to get across. So, but yes, we'll end on a high note. But we'll first start off with MLB. Right now, Major League Baseball got the Dodgers up 5-1 in the top of the ninth over the Milwaukee Brewers. So that's happening right now. I know the Dodgers just won last night. I believe they're up 1-0 in the series, so this will make it 2-0. If they can pull this off, Milwaukee's going to try to get. They need 5 runs to win in the ninth, but trying to tie the game in the bottom of the ninth. So the Dodgers are up 5-1 in the top of the ninth in Milwaukee as they face the Dodgers in LCS. So the Dodgers, man, they can continue to win. Just got that winning DNA. LA Dodgers, I'm hearing the LA Lakers jersey tonight. I had to pull up. Can I be honest with you guys? It's tough. You put out these streams and it's content. You want to know, like, these are different days, and trying to, I didn't really realize, when you stream daily and you're being seen on camera, and you want to make content out of it, it's like, oh, I should probably not wear the same hoodie that I wear on the house every day. So can't wear the same hoodie for all the streams. Maybe that would be maybe that's a good niche. It's like, yeah, I got the hoodie. I'm hoodie, hoodie P, hoodie Media Markets. We're here. October 14th, 2025. Yeah, I've been dealing with that, y'all. I'm like, y'all gotta put something on for the pod. I just wore that the other day. I can't wear it again. And it's been a little bit of a challenge lately. But we're here once again, October 14, 2025. Media Markets. LA Dodgers up right now, 5-1 over the Milwaukee Brewers. NLCS. And they're up. They won last night as well. So I think they're trying to take a 2-0 lead. The Dodgers are over the Milwaukee Brewers. It's playoff time, October baseball. And that's the latest in baseball. But we got to talk about R&B legend D'Angelo. R&B legend D'Angelo passed away today. He was battling cancer. How old was D'Angelo? Let me see. 1974 to 2025. So let's do the math together, y'all. What is that? 51, 84, 94, 04, 14, 24. All right, 51. So we're counting here. But yes, D'Angelo, R&B legend, has passed away at the age of 51, 1974 to 2025. A legend in the R&B game. D'Angelo got so many hits, man. I had to play, obviously some of his records today, just to pay homage. And I forgot some of the songs. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about this one. Brown Sugar is probably that and Lady 1A 1B as far as my favorite D'Angelo songs. This is D'Angelo, R&B artist, passed away today at the age of 51. This is D'Angelo, who had so many hits. Let's go down the list. We're talking about Untitled. How does it feel? D'Angelo, that was the major record. He was not, well, I don't think he was naked in the video, but definitely was showing pretty much everything you can show on the FCC airwaves. So yeah, he had Untitled, How Does It Feel? Brown Sugar, which I mentioned is probably my favorite song from him. Lady as well, another favorite song, D'Angelo. He had Cruising. I just listened to Cruising before I came on here, and I'm like, wow, I forgot this is D'Angelo. I'm thinking Devil's Pie, which was in the Belly soundtrack. And we're talking about D'Angelo here. The legend passed away today, 51 years old, R&B legend, a real soulful brother. Brown Sugar, Cruising, Lady, How Does It Feel, Devil's Pie, When We Get By, Nothing Even Matters with Lauryn Hill. And they made me feel like nothing even matters. That's such a beautiful song. That's a timeless record. All of these records are timeless. I think about the fact that D'Angelo came out in the 90s, but this music sounds like it's from any time, right? It just sounds like good music. It doesn't really have to fit into sort of that 90s sound, or he worked a lot with Raphael Sadiq, and you can tell in the music going, just listening back to it, such beautiful records. When We Get By is like amazing listening to it back. Well, I mean, honest, that was my first time hearing it, and I'm listening to it like I was so put this in the end of the song, like in a rom com, like that little break. When they take their little break, they break up and figuring things out. And you get the shot of the lady, and you get the shot of the man, or you get the shot of the man and the man, and the lady or the lady, and whatever the rom com. But yeah, when D'Angelo, so many good records. When We Get By is the record I'm talking about. But D'Angelo, R&B legend, passed away today, battling cancer, 51 years old. Um, so many good records, like I said. I think about the fact that I know he had a relationship with Angie Stone, and she passed away. I think earlier this year, or maybe it was the end of 2024. So I'm thinking of her as well today. I'm thinking of D'Angelo and his family, and yeah, prayers up to his family, condolences. R&B legend D'Angelo passes away at 51 years old. What a legend in the R&B. So that's the latest here on Media Markets. But we're going to switch gears a little. We're going to stay in the music industry as we're switching gears here. Stay with the R&B singer. And yes, that R&B singer is Solange. We all know Solange. A ton of good music. I'm thinking "Cranes in the Sky" is the first song that comes to mind for me. But sister of Beyonce, I think you have to put that out there, right? It's like a Marvel character, like Solange, sister of Beyonce. But yeah, Solange, the R&B singer, is the U.S. Thornton School of Music has appointed Solange, the U.S. Solange, big news for Solange. The USC Thornton Music of. Oh my gosh, you guys, I can't read today. Big news for Solange, R&B singer Solange. The USC Thornton School of Music has appointed Solange as the school's director. I'm not doing well today, you guys. I'm not doing well today. Clearly. All right, here we go. Big news for Solange, R&B singer Solange. Something new for her. R&B singer Solange. Big news for her. The USC Thornton School of Music has appointed Solange as the school's first scholar in residence. She will teach a course on music curation, host student focused workshops, and more. So that's the latest on Solange. R&B singer Solange. The USC Thornton School of Music has appointed Solange as the school's first scholar in residence. She will teach a course on music curation, host student focused workshops, and more. Shout out to Solange. Big things coming for her. So she will be on USC's campus making some things happen as far as curation of music. Ouch. as far as curation of music and a lot of other different projects. So shout out to Solange. She got some things going there at USC, as she is the school's first scholar in residence. So yes, that is the latest on Solange, and we wish her all the best here on Media Marcus. And yeah, Solange, USC Thornton School of Music has appointed Solange as the school's first scholar in residence. So that's the latest on Solange. All right, let's move on to some regular news. Um, we got some things happening all around the world, well, all around the U.S. Got some things happening all around the U.S. I already talked MLB scores. Dodgers last time I checked, they were up 5-1, still up 5-1. So that's the latest with the Dodgers, MLB, and LCS. But yes, also talk D'Angelo, rest in peace. D'Angelo, R&B singer, passed away today, 51 years old. Talk Solange, she is the USC's first scholar in residence. So that's big news for Solange. I want to move on to I think some good community news as far as just like work, labor, work, employees, people. We hear a lot of we hear a lot of rough things, tough things in the media lately, as far as people being at disadvantages, and I just kind of want to touch on Arthur Blank. Arthur Blank, if you don't know who that is the Falcons owner, Atlanta Falcons NFL team. That is the owner, Arthur Blank. And recently, he donated a ton of money to HBCUs. I think about $50 million it was. Let me double check that. But this is Arthur Blank I'm talking about. And I got more on him as well, Arthur Blank. And it's just really good to see. But yes, this is Arthur Blank. Owner of the Atlanta Falcons. So 2 days ago, it was announced that Arthur Blank, owner of the Atlanta Falcons, donating $50 million to HBCUs in Atlanta. And that's just major, right? So it's not a black. This is not a black man. It's a white man donating $50 million to HBCUs in the Atlanta area, and you got to pay big homage to that. Just from just a generosity standpoint, and giving back to the communities, the HBCU. So this is $50 million that Arthur Blank donated. As my alarm is going to sound off soon because reaching 11 o'clock here, October 14, 2025, here on Media Markets. But Arthur Blank, owner of the Atlanta Falcons, donated $50 million to HBCUs. So that was announced 2 days ago. And today, Arthur Blank, if you don't know, he's also the CEO and owner of Home Depot. So Arthur Blank, he gets his chickens, Home Depot. He's the owner of the Falcons as well. But yeah, so he donated $50 million to HBCUs, and then also Home Depot is giving out free training for trades like construction, electrical work, HVAC, plumbing, and painting, where you can earn a certificate. This is Home Depot, which is associated with Arthur Blank. I'm not exactly sure what role he's in. I believe he's the CEO of Home Depot, Arthur Blank is, but he also, Arthur Blank, donated $50 million to HBCUs. And I just want to make some noise for Arthur Blank. Hey, man, that's love. That's respect. We donated $50 million to HBCUs, creating free training for trades like construction and HVAC, electrical work for Home Depot, and this is all under Arthur Blank's window. So I really just got mad love for that, and you love to see that. So that's the latest on Arthur Blank and some of his philanthropy, some of the things he's doing in the community. We're talking about Atlanta and the communities surrounding. So yeah, kudos to that. Gotta make some noise for Arthur Blank. And what else we got? Some more good news. More good news for the community. Amazon announces that it plans to hire 250,000 seasonal employees. Amazon announces that it plans to hire 250,000 seasonal employees. That's a lot of chicken. It's a lot of, I mean, we obviously know how the holiday season gets. And a lot of people are going to be expecting things and ordering and et cetera, et cetera. Not me, but a lot of people. And yeah, you know, Amazon announcing that they're going to be hiring 250,000 people for seasonal jobs. It's just good to hear. Good to hear for the community. People need those jobs. You know, the holiday season is coming up. Want to be there to provide some things or some extra things for their families and loved ones. And we also talked about Home Depot, Arthur Blank, how he gave $50 million to HBCUs in the Atlanta area, and also how he's, you know, Home Depot, which Arthur Blank is the CEO of. Arthur Blank, their Home Depot, they're working with free training on HVAC, plumbing, electrical, construction, all of those things. So some good things here and good things that we're talking about here on the Media Market stream. October 14, 2025. And before we get out of here, a couple more things. Um, yeah, military food banks. Let's talk military food banks. Switching gears a little here. We start off with some really good news, right? You know, I'm talking about Amazon, Home Depot, Arthur Blank giving $50 million in HBCUs. One more time, make some noise. But yeah, let's talk about food banks. Military-based food banks are experiencing 300% surge in demand as more soldiers are turning to food banks while the government shutdown delays their paychecks. So that's the latest. Military food banks experiencing 300% surge in demand as more soldiers are turning to food banks while the government shutdown is in effect. And yeah, sounds about right. I mean, a lot of people live paycheck to paycheck. That's just kind of what it is. And, you know, I mean, yeah, I mean, at least there's a place that they can turn. I mean, the government shutdown is obviously unfortunate. You want to see people be able to get back to work and make money for themselves and their families. But you know, I mean, yeah, you can expect that type of surge, right? You can expect those type of things when people are furloughed or there's a shutdown and no one's working. So, you know, that is the latest though. 300% surge that they're seeing in military-based food banks based on the latest government shutdown. And it's going on almost a week now, right? Is it more than a week? I'm sorry. It might be more than a week. I might be lunching. It might be like 2 or 3 weeks. I think it's like 2 to 3 weeks. So that it's been going on. So yes, that is the latest on military food banks. And yeah, seeing a 300% rise. All right, before we get out of here, let's end on a high note. Let's end on a high note. We're here at Media Markets, October 14, 2025. And yeah, I used to watch, I don't know how many, I'm a sitcom guy. I love a good sitcom. I love a good black sitcom. Like, if you put on the Wayans Brothers right now, I'm about to be cracking up. We could talk all the classics, Martin, um, My Wife and Kids, Blackish, you know, all of those things. But I like my white sitcoms too. Seinfeld is one of my favorite sitcoms ever. I watch Seinfeld literally probably every day, at least like a scene or two. I just be in the morning getting ready, listening to them fool around. And another one when I was younger, when I used to watch, was Boy Meets World. And Boy Meets World, we know they had a lot of things on there, a lot of jokes. But Topanga and Mr. Feeney were two staples in the show. And really, when you bring up characters in that show, if you bring up like, oh, who's the most notable character as far as Boy Meets World, most people are going to say Topanga. If you don't say Topanga, you're probably saying Mr. Feeney. Feeney. Mr. Feeney. So I used to watch this show a lot, especially growing up. Boy Meets World. And let's share a clip here as Danielle Fisher, who played Topanga, was on the show Dancing with the Stars. She's on the show Dancing with the Stars. I'm talking about Danielle Fisher here, who played Topanga in the show Boy Meets World. But yeah, she is on Dancing with the Stars, and they play a tribute to Mr. Feeney. And let's check it out.
Running down this road, we call life is what we're doing. It's good to know I have friends who will always stand by me. When this boy meets world, boy meets world, this boy meets world, boy meets world. I'll meet you down at the bus stop after school, but don't be late now. I never thought I would find someone who's so cool. You know it's gotta be you. When this boy meets world, boy meets world, this boy meets world, boy meets world. When this boy meets world, boy meets world, this boy meets world, boy meets world.
Danielle and Pasha with a jive with her co-star.
Wow, that was nostalgic. And then you saw the at the very end, some of the other co-stars that were on Boy Meets World, the mom and the dad from the show, one of the teachers, as well as looked like that was the big brother, Eric from the show here. Boy Meets World. So that was really nice to see. Dancing with the Stars, Danielle Fisher, aka Topanga, and a Mr. Feeney tribute. So that was very nice to see, nostalgic, and all the sinister in me just went away for like a good minute and 20 or 30 seconds. So shout out to that. Now I'm back though. I'm back on my bullshit. You know what it is. Media Markets here, October 14th, 2025. That's the latest in news, sports, and entertainment. As my alarm goes off again. Appreciate you all for listening. Appreciate you all for tuning in. Rest in peace, D'Angelo. I'm going to put together a nice little tribute video for him and when I talked about him on this here stream. So yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Tomorrow I'll be around. I don't know when. I'm everywhere. I'm trying to do a lot of different things, and I got something going on tomorrow. But I'll be around probably around this time tomorrow, and I'll talk some sports betting with you guys. So see you soon. Media Markets, October 14, 2025. Appreciate you all for listening and tuning in, and I'll be around.